Hey everyone, welcome back to another Greater Culture Chats. Brad and Chelsea here, and today we're really excited to talk about an upcoming cycle happening here at Greater Culture CrossFit, which is going to be the Nowhere Barbell Cycle. So we wanted to give you all the details about what you can expect, and we're going to kick things off with Chelsea, who's the owner of Nowhere Barbell Club, telling us a little bit more about what even is a barbell club.
So a barbell club kind of encompasses a lot of different things. So there's a few different things we can do with the barbell. We can do Olympic weightlifting, which is the snatch and the clean and jerk, or we could go the strength route, and it can be powerlifting, which is the deadlift, squat, and the bench, right? For our barbell club, we're focused on Olympic weightlifting right now, so the snatch and the clean and jerk. And it's all of us just getting together and doing those lifts, and it's a good time.
It is a good time. It's one of those things you see a lot of in our CrossFit classes. We'll have a variety of ways in which we perform the snatch or the clean. So this is a very specific program to help dial in some of the technique, get a little bit more proficient at it, and honestly just have a lot of fun, because people typically like lifting barbell clubs or lifting barbells. So tell us a little bit more about Nowhere Barbell Club. How did it start? Where did sort of the inspiration come from for this club that you started?
So Nowhere Barbell Club, the name Nowhere is actually two words. It's now and here. Barbell is very much a mind game, which I know isn't the funnest thing in the world. We all just want to use brute strength and lift things. But barbell, lifting a barbell, doing the snatch, doing the clean and jerk, it's a lot between the ears. We got to really hone in on it. So I have this mantra that I say to myself. It's now, here, and in this moment. And it refers to, focusing on the now, being here in the present, and living in the moment. And so that's where the name came from. So it's now here, but it's easier just to say nowhere. And so it is Nowhere Barbell Club. And it really encompasses this idea of really getting in the mindset of being where you're at and putting that purpose to use in lifting the weights. I know it sounds very guru-y-esque, but it
is right up my alley, which is why I absolutely love it. And it is one of those things where it's funny, in CrossFit, it's usually very loud and noisy, and a lot of people are cheering you on. And when it comes to Olympic weightlifting, it's actually a lot more quiet. And there's a stillness when you're on the platform if you were to compete by yourself. And so there is a greater level of focus and intention of just like, hey, what am I doing right here, right now, which is what makes it really, really cool. Yeah. And so Nowhere Barbell Club started a year ago and tell us a little bit about the origins of how it started and what the last year has looked like for Nowhere Barbell Club.
So I have been coaching Olympic weightlifting for almost as long as I've been coaching CrossFit. I kind of fell into it backwards. I really started to get into it, and then a friend needed help at a meet, and I just jumped in feet first, and I love it. And I've coached at a few national events, several national events, and been on some platforms with some pretty cool people. And it's just really cool that at a national event, at Olympic events, like everyone around the world is doing the same thing. And then we can kind of whittle it down and do it in the garage where it started. We're doing the same lifts that they're going to be doing at the Olympics in Paris. And we're doing the same exact thing, which is a really cool thought. So yeah, I've been coaching it for a while, and I took a little break, and then the need came back. I love coaching it because I really love honing in on movement and how we can make movement patterns better and more efficient and safer and all that. And so there was a call for it to come back, some barbell. So we brought it back. And it really encompasses just this feeling of wanting to get yourself better at it. It's a very personal sport. And so it's working on yourself and your strength, but doing it in a club atmosphere. So you have the support of everybody lifting with you. You have those people near you that are like, hey, you should probably put more weight on the bar. And so they can help you, encourage you to lift more weight. So yeah, it started about a year ago in your garage at the original Greater Culture CrossFit. And it's just grown from there. It's always been a bumping class for sure. We have a good turnout, and we get to, talk a little bit more, have a little bit more community. And I get to coach a bit more because you're not moving as fast. We slow it down a little bit, a lot of it. So it's a good time to have some one-on-one. Even though there's a good amount of people in the class, I can still hit on the notes with everybody, which is fun.
Yeah, and one of the really cool things, like you said, is you can potentially take these movements and go compete on local competitions or advance forward. But when you start to think about who Nowhere Barbell Club is for, who would you say would benefit, or who could, take advantage of this type of opportunity?
Yeah, so for our barbell club, it is definitely geared towards people who do CrossFit, and everyone can do CrossFit. right? All skill levels are welcome to do CrossFit. Same with Nowhere Barbell Club. If you want to take it into the upper echelons, I'm more than happy to get you there for sure. But for this first cycle, and for all the cycles, it's open to everybody, because not only can you, if you've never even snatched or clean and jerk before, you can walk in and I can teach it to you and we can work on it in that session. And then if you've been doing it for a while and you're more of an intermediate lifter, it's a great time, like I said, to slow it down outside of a Metcon, outside of a class setting, and really hone in on that technique, which is going to allow you to lift more weights consistently and heavier weights and all that.
Yeah, so open to anyone. Anybody can learn and get better, whether you're brand new or experienced. And when you look at what people can expect with this upcoming cycle, tell us when and where and what we're going to be focusing on for folks who are interested in signing up.
Yeah, so it's going to be Thursdays, starting next Thursday, April 4th, 6:30 p.m. Sessions will be about 90 minutes long, and that will include a general warm-up and then technique work into the main lifts. If you do have some special areas that need a little more mobility, earlier is a good time to get here so you can work on that a bit. But there will be a warm-up that everyone does together, and then we'll move into class after that. It's a 6-week cycle, and it's broken down into snatch the first week, clean the second week, and then the third week is just the jerk. And then we'll do that again for 4, 5, and 6, snatch, clean, and jerk. So each week we'll focus on one lift so we can really work on the technique for that one lift. And it'll start with some drills and skills. It'll move into the core lift. And then after that, we will have some accessory work that we will do to help with those lifts.
Yeah, and so for someone who maybe is already doing CrossFit or doing other types of fitness, tell us a little bit about how does this fit into their fitness regimen?
Yeah, so because it's just once a week, it's not going to be a lot of volume on top of your CrossFit class already. And knowing that pretty much everyone that signs up is doing CrossFit as well, it's not going to be an insane amount of work here. We're not going to 90% every week, and we're not doing tons of back squats and front squats or anything like that. It's going to be just enough work to get the reps in, and sometimes we will max out, but I'll give you guys warning on that so you can prepare for it. But yeah, it's really going to fit in well so that you don't have to take an extra day off or anything like that. It's just going to kind of roll with the programming of the classes here at Greater Culture as well.
Yeah. So we've got a 6-week cycle coming up. We've got some price points for members and non-members who are interested in signing up for the whole cycle, as well as if somebody maybe just wants to drop in because they're interested and want to check it out. So tell us a little bit more about what that looks like in terms of signing up and paying for the cycle.
Yeah, so if you head to the link in the Nowhere Barbell Club Instagram, in the weekly email, or on the Greater Culture Instagram as well, or the website, head over there and you can sign up through StreamFit for members and non-members and just pay through that portal.
Yeah. And even if you can't come for the full 6-week cycle, you can pay for a single class drop-in. Check it out, hang out with everybody, enjoy lifting some barbells. Any final words on Nowhere Barbell Club? I know we're excited for it coming up this week.
Don't be intimidated, right? I know that's like the biggest thing, getting into a CrossFit gym or getting into a barbell club. It's, it's me coaching it. It's going to be fun, guys. It'll be hard a little bit, but it'll still be fun. It's a good group. You don't need any special equipment. I know there's lifting shoes and tape and things like that. Don't worry about that. We got everything here that you need. Just show up in your workout clothes and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it. Excited to take on the next cycle of Nowhere Barbell Club, leading up to local competition, which some athletes have done those before, and we encourage athletes to get out and challenge themselves, push themselves in that way, or just come out, have some fun, lift some barbells, and enjoy it on a Thursday night, which is a great time to get into the Barbell Club. So I know we're looking forward to it, excited to see what the next 6 weeks holds for it. So if you're interested, reach out with any questions you've got to Chelsea or myself. Get signed up. Otherwise, come out and check out that first week on April 4th at 6:30 p.m. right here at Greater Culture CrossFit.